So now I'm going to show you how to wear your ghunghroos for Kathak. The first thing to do is to make sure you're using the right ghunghroos. In Kathak, we use ghunghroos that come on a string, not the ones that come on a band. So if you've got the right pair of ghunghroos, and then your teacher will tell you how many bells you need when you are starting your class. So in this case, I'm putting on a string of 100 bells per foot. The second thing to do is to know how to put them on. So you take one end of the strand, this is your ghungroo, the bell, and you want to make sure it's placed kind of in line with your toe right about here. Then you put your one finger on it to hold it down in position. You take the rest of the string, put it around your toe, and then down on your ankle. This will make sure that it stays nice and sturdy. Now, making sure this entire rope thing, the string, is nice and straight at all times, you start rolling it around the lower part of your leg. Now the thing to make sure is, as you're rolling it, make sure that circumference is even. Don't start going too up or too high. Make sure there's no gaps between the lines, so they're going round and round. And the most important thing, make sure you're unraveling it as they go, so that the bell is on the outside and the string part is touching your leg. Now some people also like to use leg warmers or some sort of sock pockets to put on your legs before they put on your ghunghroos. If you're a beginner, maybe you could try that. I don't do it. Most of my students don't do it. We don't need it, because if you know how to tie them properly, you don't need them. But if you think you need them, then you definitely should wear them. Make sure you wear them ahead of time, and make sure you wear them underneath your leggings, not on top of it, just so they're not visible. All right, now that I've finished tying it all up, it's still nice and tight. I pull on it nicely, and while I'm pulling out on this one, I release the other end. Now here, making sure they're nice and tight, I weave these in between the ghunghroos. Don't go over top of it, because that's what makes your ghunghroos loose later on. Make sure that it's woven in between these ghunghroos. Then you take it around, keeping it nice and tight, and you keep swapping it around until you've used up all of the string. Now I've used up all of my string and it's over here. The first thing I do is I do 2 plain knots. Don't start going around making bunny ears or flowers or anything. One nice tight knot, do a second one on top of it. If you still have extra string, then you can make a flower or whatever. In this case, that's used up all of my string. So now you very neatly tuck it in. The best way to tuck it in is to pull one of the ghunghroos up and tuck it in until it's all snugged in. Now, if you're pulling this ghungroo up and it doesn't lift, it means your ghungroos are way too tight. You need to fix it. Or if you pull it and it comes and it's a lot of space there and you were able to tuck it in way too easily, that means the ghungroos are too loose and they'll come off. But if you should be able to put in just enough to tuck your string in and it still stays nice and snug.